Welcome back to another episode of Void City Reviews. I am Dan.
I'm Toast.
And today we are looking at the new McFarlane Toys Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, specifically Leonardo and Donatello out of the very first wave that have just shown up in stores.
Yes, so recently that I found these last Friday, and they were intended for you. I thus far don't want them, but I really wanted to start filming myself and just crack them open and like play and see what the hell's going on with these, because I was really tempted.
Yeah, I'm happy I got to open them. It was pretty fun.
The specifically IDW comic turtles are what I've been asking for years. McFarlane is doing them, and they are smaller than I would have wanted.
They are, but at the same time, it kind of keeps them in line with the vast majority of Ninja Turtle figures that are out there, which all are on the smaller side historically. They're all roughly this big.
Not Necro Super 7.
No, and but those are
the big manufacturers.
A bit more recent. Playmates.
Well,
Playmates is the big manufacturer of Ninja
I don't think
Turtles.
any serious Ninja Turtle collector counts Playmates.
Yes, they do. You should get on some more Facebook pages.
I should not. I definitely should not.
No, you shouldn't.
And
that's for sure.
That is sad. That's very sad. Playmates should be out of the discussion.
Oh, well, I mean, they've been making them the longest, and they still make them, and they're very still collectible.
I wish they had bicep swivel. Let's get into it.
Yes, let's get into it. So these are brand new. They are Page Punchers. That's the brand name they fall under for a McFarlane line. They come with comic books. There is also the Shredder and a Foot Soldier in this wave. Those are also available. I did not want either one of those. I typically don't collect the bad guys or even anyone other than the Turtles. I might make an exception once we see what a Splinter looks like. And
I think at least the larger scale, because he uses Page Punchers for a bunch of different stuff.
Oh yeah, there's like itty bitty, like
yes, there's like
super tiny
2-inch guys, but I think the 7-inch Page Punchers generally come with a comic, and yes. I could be wrong.
No, they almost always come with. As far as I know, they all come with a comic book of some kind.
And I flipped through both of these beforehand. So one comes with the comics inside each are different.
I flipped these. These are wrong.
It's not just the covers that are different, like some manufacturers do. The insides are different. They're both from IDW. I would say they're both Leo issues.
Yeah,
this is just after Dark Leo.
Yeah.
And this is the micro series that focused on each one of them got an issue very early on in the IDW run. This is Leonardo specifically. This is also, I would say, just after Dark Leo. It's a weird choice.
I think it's just because they have Donnie on the cover with a purple mask sitting on a tree. They were like, okay, that must be a Donnie issue, I guess. He's on the cover. There's 3 of them. Oh, yeah, I guess Leo's way down there. I forgot. He's way in the bottom. Yeah, but Donnie's in the middle, so it must be it, I don't know. Todd doesn't have time to read every comic in the world. He has to write 1,000 Spawn comics.
He has people that work for him.
You would think.
I know we talk about Todd as if he makes every decision at the company, because it's easy. He named it after himself.
His name is on there.
Right. But
who else would we do?
There are other people. There are bad photographers. There are bad sculptors.
There are bad, just people who don't know how to pose an action figure. Like it's the first day they've ever held a toy in their life, and they're like, "Let's make this be our pose for the photograph." There's Batman.
We started talking about these toys.
We did.
How much have you articulated these?
A little bit.
Okay.
Not terribly.
I've got
much.
one pretty stuck elbow on this side.
Yeah, they're kind of stiff starting out on the joints and the elbows. One thing I like about them is that the articulation points are nice and kind of like hidden. I mean, they're pretty smoothly and sculpted in there. So if they're not really in a big crazy pose, they kind of look nice, to the point where when we saw the initial renders and photos of them, we didn't even think there was articulation.
Wrists and ankles are hidden the best because of wraps.
Yes. So I mean, his wrists do turn. He does have a elbow swivel, so he can swivel at the elbow. He does bend at the elbow. It's a single jointed swivel on there. Bends at the shoulder. There is no bicep swivel. He's got the same little disc setup as the DC Multiverse figures and the Spawn and Mortal Kombat and all those guys. They have interchangeable heads, so the head comes off, but it's just a regular head on one ball peg there, basically. Legs swivel at the pelvis and move all around just on like a ball peg basically there. The knees are single with they have a rotator and they can go up and down, so they swivel and go up and down. And the feet are kind of similar if you've ever had the Revoltech turtles. It's the Nickelodeon ones. They're very similar to those is how they feel to me. Being on like a ball peg in there on like a little stalk. And they are also interchangeable. There are two different sets of feet. We'll get to that. One thing I noticed right away that I knew would probably annoy you is that the fingers and the toes are a different green than the entire rest of the body. They are a little bit more neon colored, kind of a bit more bright.
I haven't noticed. What I did notice is that they are the same green and the wraps are the same color as well. So if you...
Well,
they're
close to this. I would say Donnie's a slightly different green, but I think that the other two coming out are far more different than these two.
Maybe it's the light.
But I
don't
wish
know.
they were a bit different of a color. One thing that's weird is I almost want to try to wash these. They have a weird, sort of like a pale wash on them. Is that like a white wash instead of a dark wash that they put on these things?
I don't know.
Because it almost looked to me in the package like they had baby powder all over them. I'm like, what is that? Like powder?
There's a little bit. So it's on the higher surfaces, and then
Here, you can see it on his leg here. Like,
in the grooves, it is darker. It's odd.
that's just on there, yeah. But I don't know, it's strange.
There's not part reuse between them. They're very different sculpts, sizes. Yeah, those
Feet?
Those
Are
toes
the feet
are
reused?
definitely. Those toes are definitely a different color.
Are they even different feet? Yeah,
see.
I think they're different feet.
It's pretty close. Maybe the same feet? Maybe?
Maybe. I'm seeing pretty much the same wraps mirrored there.
So 1 point of reuse?
Just the feet, which makes sense. I mean, they all have the same feet.
Hands are definitely different sizes.
Yeah, and have different grips for the things that they're for. So they have different things that they're holding.
Trading you.
Ooh, I'll get Donatello now.
Let's talk about Shell.
All right.
So both of these are from the comics, at least, are from early on in the run, and Donatello's shell is still organic, I'll say.
Spoiler alert.
Right. For I don't know how many years ago.
Yeah.
So it comes from a specific era, which I think Todd was talking about in interviews and press before these actually came out months ago. He was talking about borrowing from different eras because there was 140, almost 150 issues.
Yeah.
Just of the main series, and then there's a ton of
the spin-offs.
Spin-offs and miniseries and
more.
one-shots. And so there were a ton of issues. They could borrow from a bunch of different artists. I'm super curious about this line and how deep it's going to go. I don't think I'm in for the Turtles, but I might augment when I pull them out. Mutants with my loyal subjects.
Oh, man, if they get, like, the mutanimals going on. Oh.
If they do a Dark Leo, I won't be able to
If he does, like,
skip
a
that.
Slash mega figure.
Slash.
Mega page puncher.
I've wanted a Hob for years.
Oh, Hob. You might finally get Hob.
There's so many characters I want.
Oh.
And yet, weirdly, the Turtles are the least that I'm interested in.
And those are the ones, probably the only ones I'm going to get.
Right.
Depending on how the other ones look. I got to see them first.
But you're a, core turtle collector.
Yes.
And
My Turtles
not the other
collection,
characters.
I have like 2 splinters. Yeah, I think I have 2 splinters, maybe 3.
And how many sets of turtles?
Unknown. A lot, many. Several display cases worth.
Right.
Multiple rows on the old wall that used to be behind us in the older videos. Yeah. And shelves other than that wall. Yeah. I have a few. And I've collected many more since then, and they are all just sitting in my storage unit until I can display them again. Including the Loyal Subjects version of these, which I still have in the box. I haven't even opened yet. It makes me sad. But you have them, and you brought something to compare, I think, somewhere.
You want to talk about that or accessories?
Well, let's talk about accessories first, then we'll compare them.
Yes, I was looking at the back of the shell here and noticing that he didn't have anywhere to put a bow staff.
Nor swords, but that's because
But
their weapon holders are separate as part of one of the accessories.
there's a pretty well hidden peg hole.
Yeah. For Leo, it's a bit more obvious, but for Donnie, they hit it. I didn't think he had one. I was trying to find it, and then it took me changing the angle of the light I had him in order to see, oh, hey, there it is. It's right inside that little ring. So I just cut this out from the actual box to keep them all together. But they got an additional head for each of them, the different expression. You got their weapons. You got additional feet with toes that are curved upwards, so you can put them in different poses. Thankfully, it's not like the original Ninja Turtle figures where one foot had the curled toes and one foot didn't, so you could never stand them any other way than that. You actually get a choice now. I like it. Alternate hands for Leo, it's 2 fists. Donnie gets some different holding hands, it looks like, for all. Oh, he gets. He gets his
2-finger pointing?
Yeah, it's like his Obi-Wan Kenobi bow staff pose. And then he also gets a wrench holding hand or something like that.
So he can only hold. He's only got one holding hand. He can only.
At all?
He has 2 fists.
Oh, wow. Okay.
2 fists, 1 holding hand, and pointing. So he can only do a one-handed bow staff.
I wonder how interchangeable the hands are. Maybe we can switch out the hands. All right, so this just goes in the back here. And I notice it has slits on either side of it, which is interesting. Probably makes it easier to not break your accessories. Oh man, look at that. That's quite split in there, huh? All right. Well, I mean, it's going to be behind his back. No one's looking at that.
They are quite loud.
Oh, well. There are children you might hear. We are in a comic book store, so sometimes that happens. Wow, these are going to be a tight fit into here. I'm kind of scared to do this.
Bow staff was pretty tight, and the slit up one side reminds me of the Witcher figures, where the sheath is incomplete.
Yeah. Oof. Oh man, that was awful. That was quite terrible. He's not going to have these in. Maybe they'll stay in here, or they'll never be in here. Is what's going to happen. So already I'm having trouble getting both swords in at the same time.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. I don't really know how I'm supposed to do that. Unless they're both just supposed to go in at the same. Oh. That's how you fold his sword. That's good. Yeah, so we're not going to put that in there. So his sword sheaths kind of need some. I'm going to have to heat those up probably and fix that. Right now, they failed the test. Let's see how Leo looks holding his swords at least.
Donnie also comes with a blowtorch, which seems to be a larger diameter than the holding hand.
Oh no.
So far, I haven't gotten it in there.
Where is the Donnie figure really quick? Let me see his arms. Oh yeah, his arms are way thinner. There are different size hands. So he has different hands. You can't even interchange the hands really without it looking weird.
This wrench definitely isn't going in that hand.
Huh. What
You could probably do it with heat. Heat up the hand. Get it in there.
I can't even get his other sword in his hand right now. Oh, there it goes. Maybe. Oh, I'm going to fold this one again. Ah, there we go. Yeah. All right. Leo with swords. Excellent.
Oh, he looks good.
Yeah. Except now my sword is a little bit curved because I just fold it in half. Oh, well. How much as I break it trying to get him out of here. That's all right. Historically, I feel like Ninja Turtle figures, their weapons either go in their hands or they don't. And kind of deal with it.
There is an alternate Donnie head. So this one comes with a stoic out of the package, and we've also got a smiling. Neither one of them have pupils, which will be a discussion point later.
Yeah, so these are all pupil-less so far. They're very much a cover of the book Ninja Turtles because most of the time they don't have pupils. Sometimes they do when they want to look sad, but most of the time they just don't. There's Leo. He's got kind of angry, stern face that he came out of the package with, and he's got angrier battle face. His bandanas are blowing around. I noticed Donnie has one that's blowing around, and the one that he came in the package with is just lying down his back.
Mm-hmm. Very long.
Oh, yeah. I do like that they all have different length bandanas. At least they should.
They should also have
so
different
far.
styles.
Ooh, what have you got? Oh, a comparison time.
Almost the
nice.
same size.
Yeah, pretty close.
This one I did do a matte spray all over the body and a wash to the front shell. So he looks slightly different than stock. This isn't the SDCC battle paint, whatever.
Yeah.
But they're almost the same size.
They are quite close. That's crazy.
I maybe prefer McFarlane Sculpt.
There's something weird about the head on this one. I don't know about if I like that expression on Leo. He kind of looks like he smelled a fart. But he also has pupils, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
I kind of like the chest on this one better. I like the pointy edges. It seems more like an actual turtle. And this seems more like simplified, even though it's got more scratches on it. But like the shape of it is just too like perfect. I don't know. I kind of like how these ones have the little points and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this has the double jointed knees, elbows,
Yes.
and bicep swivel.
Far more posable. I do kind of like the shell detail on that one. Oh man, look at that. It's way more indented. I don't know. This one's a bit more realistic of a shell too. I don't know. They don't really look like that. His sword holders are humongous.
Then he's got
Holy
the
cow.
extra
He's got the
leather bits.
and the black wrap. So this looks like it might be a far later on in the series Leonardo on this side too.
Yeah, but again, they changed styles over time.
Yeah, that's true. We've also got Donatello, who is far more expressive over on that other side. More texture on his front plate, but again, I like the shape of the plate on the McFarlane one better.
This one's taller.
Yeah. Both of the Donnies are taller than the Leos. But the McFarlane one is a little bit shorter than the other one. This guy's neck is longer, I think, for sure. His whole torso is a bit longer, legs and everything.
Yeah.
But, far more expressive face on there. I don't know. It's like the faces almost seem like a slightly different style from both of them. But another big difference here is, for sure, the shell. So this is definitely a far later in the series Donatello having the metal shell.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas ours is from before the horrific event happened.
Yeah.
Most the feet are a little bit more Nickelodeonized on the McFarlane ones, whereas they're a bit more movie shaped and longer toes on the Loyal Subjects ones.
Those are almost Revel Tech.
Yeah, they're pretty close as far as like just big circles almost.
So I got these guys. I got a couple of other figures from Loyal Subjects, and then they just disappeared. And I was ready to go deep, and I guess McFarlane picked up the license from Loyal Subjects. Maybe. Who knows? But I'm not getting Loyal Subjects anymore. So if I want to continue the line, I think I need to make a decision about whether or not to go with McFarlane. And we'll bring out this guy real quick. So here's a human.
And this is a human from the Loyal Subjects.
Right.
Now, the Shredder from the McFarlane line would be a bit smaller than that. He'd be a bit closer to these turtles, wouldn't he? Or is he a bit bigger?
They're probably comparable.
Okay. Because if Shredder is this big for the McFarlane, then I'd be okay with that sizing. But I was worried that the Shredder was almost, and the Foot Soldier were about the same height as these guys. And I was like, oof.
Well, what's weird is
Humans.
McFarlane uses the word scale incorrectly.
He does not know what it means.
Most people don't. So he keeps referring to the turtles as 5-inch scale, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Because if you give a ratio,
Then the turtle should be shorter than 5 inches if they're 5-inch scale.
but if you give a ratio, then math can be done, and we can figure out how tall things are supposed to be. You can figure out how tall theoretically the toys are before you see them in hand, and
Yeah.
it just says 5-inch scale, and we're like, I don't know what that means, buddy.
It means they might be 5 inches tall, or they might be less, or they might be more.
Right. And that is not helpful.
No. No.
Because the big question is always, how large are the turtles in relation to humans?
Yeah.
So if you have 5-inch scale, what does that mean for humans?
Yeah.
That
They're...
is just unhelpful.
No. That's probably why I don't want any of the human characters for this lines, because
These
I don't think
guys-
they're big enough.
They match pretty well.
Yeah.
Like you could
Their height is appropriate to me.
could mix and match. I got one more.
In my eyes, the turtles are shorter than humans,
We don't
but they're
have
not
Raph,
like itty bitty. No.
but here is
Ooh,
Alapex.
That's
She looks-
appropriate.
She looks phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, that's a good figure. Look at those hands. Damn.
Just great.
I think these are better than I thought they would be. I like the crazy texture that's all over them. It's going to be a little bit hard to see on here, but they are super textured, like on their heads and everything. Like, I love that.
I want to bring out one other one. This guy we've been
Toast came
using.
prepared over here.
This guy we've been using for a long time on Shock and Awe scale. So here is a standard G.I. Joe classified 6-inch figure. There you can see the height difference.
So I think these would be appropriate with 6-inch human figures too. I mean, this is like the height I imagine Ninja Turtles to be.
But I don't think Shredder and Foot Soldier are this tall.
No, they're definitely not. They're smaller than that.
So this would have been nice.
Yeah.
But this is what we're getting.
No. Oh, that would have been awesome. Oh man, that'd be perfect. Especially for these versions of the turtles, that's like the perfect height for the humans to be. Anyway.
I'm pretty happy with these. I think I'm skipping the turtles. I really need to see Rocksteady. I desperately need to see Rocksteady to know whether or not he has fat gut sticking out between shirt and pants or not. That is the deciding factor for me. If his shirt is tucked into the pants, I'll buy it. I'll buy him and Bebop. If he has gut sticking out, I'm done.
Bebop should be the one with the gut. In my mind, like, why would Rocksteady? Rocksteady should have like no gut.
Rocksteady's always the one who's fatter,
But Bebop's a pig.
But yes. But they were so intimidating. They were so massive in IDW, especially when Santa Luca was drawing them.
Oh my god.
I want them to be intimidating, not dopey.
That Rocksteady figure is going to come with a sledgehammer.
I want it to so desperately.
That
So
makes me wish.
we've seen Wave 2, which is the other two turtles, and Bebop.
Like retroactively, we're going to find out the shell's removable. Rocksteady's going to come with an alternate shell for him. Oh, that'd be so sick. Oh, McFarlane going to plan ahead.
I hope this line does well, because I really want more mutants.
Me too.
And I
could be convinced to get all the mutants if they were all McFarlane, and they made all of them.
For the moment, I'm skipping on the turtles themselves, although time will tell whether or not I weaken on that decision.
Maybe that will change once we get Raph and Mikey and see them all together.
I mean, I'm in for Slash.
Oh, Slash.
I'm in for Slash. If I get Slash...
He needs to be a mega figure, though. He needs to be huge. If they make him like the same height as these guys...
If there's a Slash, I'm going to need a Mikey.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the Slash would work with the mic you have, unless you need a different mic.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to remain strong for now. I do wish the skin tones were slightly different. I wish that there was a bit more differentiation between the wraps, because everyone just has
they're
ankles,
very
knees,
plain.
wrists, elbows. And you could do something more. Although if you re-release Turtles down the line, then you can
Especially if you go further in the storyline.
infinitely vary them
because
in color and placement and added leather and all kinds of things. These are a strong beginning. I think those are my final thoughts.
Your final thoughts? I'm happy with them. Feet are a little bit strange, but they're going to be posed with the rest of them on a shelf one day, so I think I'll get over it. The Donnie toes and fingers are not as mismatched as the Leo toes and fingers are to the rest of the body. That's nice. I kind of wish Donnie had a different expression. His face is a little bit weird to me. I don't know.
Kind of looks like he's talking.
Maybe. I look forward to Raph and Mikey and to seeing how far this line goes. If it's going to get into tons of other characters, I would be down for getting mutants for once.
I don't want to talk too much longer because we are wrapping things up.
Indeed.
But I do want to just briefly touch on price. And given the last few years and how toy prices have only gone up,
oh yes,
for $25, these are pretty good.
Yeah. You get the comic too.
I think
that's like $5 right there.
I think if you heated all the joints.
Oh yeah.
Let's just say heat all the joints.
Yep. Loosen them up.
Loosen them up. They're solid with a good number of accessories that could always be better. but personal preference is,
Yeah.
anyway. It's a good number of accessories. I love alternate heads. The alternate feet are nice, I'm going to say, because there is a good amount of ankle articulation and it allows for some additional posing.
It does.
The hands are troubling.
I wish there were more than the amount that there are if there's not going to be enough that fit for the accessories. Like Donnie not having hands that hold his accessories, or
Should
even
have
two holding hands.
Two holding hands.
When he has 3 things to hold and 2 of them are tools. So you'd think he'd have them at the same time. Yeah.
But these
that
are
is
currently $25. Who knows how long that price point is going to stick around?
Yeah.
But for $25, it's a pretty good deal compared to everything else that's on the stands right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Including certain other McFarlane toys.
I'll recommend it, even though I'm not getting them. I'm choosing not to. But it's a weak decision.
Awakening by the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's get these out of my line of sight.
Yep. And let's look at something else.
Let's look at more turtles.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Who knows? That's for next time though.
Yeah.
So we'll get there. Let us know what you guys think. Did you guys pick any of these guys up? What do you think of the comics? What do you think of the turtles? What do you think of their accessories, their feet, their different heads? Do you have the other ones? Do you like them better? Are you going to keep on going with this wave, this line? Do you guys have Shredder and the Foot Soldier? How are they? I do not want to get them at all. I don't plan on it, so I would like to know what you guys think about them. Other than that,
I've been Toast.
yeah, I have still been Dan. Someday maybe I'll be someone else. Who knows? Ooh, probably not. If I'd stay Dan.
It's likely.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, this has been Void City Reviews, and we will see you next time. Thank you for watching.